The flowering cabbage and the flowering kale has definitely lost its winter interest. My firewood is seasoned but a little bit wet, so I've just been bringing a little bit more in than I need and letting it sit in the house for a day or so right next to the stove to dry out. The elephant ears have been growing back beautifully, and I gotta say, elephant ears, keep them watered, give them some fertilizer, and they've got to be one of the easiest plants to grow on the planet. They attract cats too. Patience seedlings are all doing fine. I really don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep these seedlings or not. Right now it's just kind of something interesting to keep me occupied. The begonias that I cut back, I think they're starting to regrow. I think this is actually a begonia coming up here, and I think there's one over here as well. Phoebe enjoys watching the creatures that can sometimes show up around plants. I still don't see any new growth on this corn plant here. The tuberous begonia is over here, is surviving but not really thriving. And then the one back here, I think it's not getting enough light, or I'm watering it too much, but this one's really not doing very well. The farfugium is also losing some leaves. It could be because it's a low light situation, or possibly I'm watering it too much. But the older leaves just keep kind of wilting away, and I just keep cutting them off as time goes by. This seems to happen every winter, so in the spring I'll put it outside, give it some fertilizer, and it'll bounce right back. There's the driveway with about 7 inches of fresh powder. Hey folks, how you doing? I just want to apologize ahead of time for the picture. It is so bright out here that I really can't see a thing. So if my head's darting all around the screen, I can't help it. How'd you guys make out from the storm? I would say we got probably 7 inches, give or take. Honestly, the storm was as bad as I thought it would be regarding the wind and how bitterly cold it got, but it didn't really snow as much. Unfortunately, people in eastern Connecticut, out on the Cape, you probably got clobbered, and Boston and Massachusetts, as far as I know, they got a boatload of snow, and I think those places are probably still closed because it's probably more snow than they can handle at one shot. It snowed most of the day yesterday, and then it kind of tapered off around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock at night. And it was a fairly easy cleanup for us down here. It's so light and fluffy. Hit it with the snowblower. It wasn't heavy enough to really cause problems where you use the shovel. So, you know, it was an okay storm. It was like 13 degrees most of the day, and by 10 at night, I think we were down to the lower single digits. I love the way this dry, cold snow sounds. The birds had a pretty rough day yesterday. They were out. I came out and put some food out, but it was pretty nasty. Last year I got a heater for my bird bath, so even though it's probably in the teens right now, the birds can have fresh water. I'm not sure how many of you remember that little series I did about the voles back in the fall, but I was looking out at the snow the other night and I saw a trail pretty much like this trail right here, and it caused me quite a bit of concern because I'm seeing a tail. It's a creature that's larger than a mouse, possibly the same size as a squirrel, but the fact that there's a tail there, you know, bothers me. As I look around, I'm also noticing there's like a little pathway that they dug through the snow. And then I want to show you over here as well. You see how over here the tail doesn't really drag the whole way? What I think it is the voles have just moved farther away from the house. I pushed them away from the house, and this is where they moved to. So I think they're living in this wood pile here. The voles are back, and they're bad. At night, if I sit on the porch, I'll notice, you know, small creatures running towards where the bird seed is, and they move extremely quickly. And I think, again, I think what I've been seeing is voles. Somebody moved in underneath this piece of bluestone. I think that's a vole or possibly a mouse. I saw this trail last night and I got, you know, a little bit concerned. And the fact that the tail's not dragging all the time is giving me hope that it's a vole and not something else. When I finished snowblowing last night, I brought the snowblower in the garage and I had the heat on, and I wanted to get that snow melted and dried out before the garage froze again. So I set up not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 fans pointed at all directions and got the sucker dried off quite quickly. I haven't gone ahead and done any work on my green truck yet, and it's probably half that I'm not really sure what plan of attack I want to use to repair the truck, and half it's been cold, probably more not knowing the plan of attack I want to take with the truck. But I picked up this PFT 409. It's a flaring tool, and I've been doing some practice flares. This is some of the SUR&R nickel copper brake line, and I gotta say that this flaring tool is amazing. As far as ease of use, it's designed the right way. I really like this guy. I got this OTC master flaring set, and don't get me wrong, I mean, this tool does a very nice job. It's got grooves in it, so it holds the the brake line much better. But as far as repeatability goes and ease of use and just a tool designed to do one thing, and it does it very well, it does it very efficiently, and very quickly. I guess that's quick and efficient is the same thing. I'm really liking this tool. The thermometer may say it's 30 degrees outside, but the probe is in the sun, so we're definitely in the teens. So folks, that's going to do it for this one. I just wanted to give a quick update. Again, here in Newtown, we've probably got about 7 inches of snow. It got ridiculously cold, but we're doing okay, and I really hope you folks are doing okay wherever you are if you got hit by this storm. If you can do me a favor, if you live in the area, let me know where you live and how much snow you got. I'd be curious to know. And also, if you can do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button, let YouTube know and let me know you like this video and you want more like it. And also go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Please leave a comment. The more activity the YouTube video gets, the more likely YouTube is to recommend it. I don't like to ask for comments and likes and stuff like that, but I know we all forget sometimes. Thanks a lot for watching today, folks, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.